All right. Okay, so this is Ice Cream Sandwich. Ice Cream Sandwich does a bunch of animated, goofy things. This guy is extremely ADHD'd. Extremely ADHD'd. It is so funny, and he has such great story times. Honestly, some of my favorite little cartoons. I have never seen this video. This has been released only 2 weeks ago. I saw it and I was like, I want to react to this on channel. Enjoy, and let's get to watch it.
Teacher, like a really bad teacher. Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh my.
Okay, jeez. Now think of the worst teacher that you've ever had.
Yes, I have had.
Hold on, go back.
Need a double take on that one?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bad teacher? Like a really bad teacher? Can I go to the bathroom? Okay, jeez. Now think
And there's the intro to Ice Cream Sandwich. Love this man.
the
Wonderful.
worst teacher that you've ever had. And did they ever take money from you? No, I don't think that anybody. I had that happen to me once.
Fucked up.
Jeez. Back when I was in junior high school, I took a class about starting small businesses. In this class, we had to come up with our own business idea, build it, and then try to get people to pay for what we made with real money as a way to get education on business. Business. Buy our product. No. Buy it. No. It's getting away. Business. I really.
Business.
Buy our product. No.
No, I wanna.
wanted to learn business, so I thought this was a great idea for a class. The only downside to this class was that money was involved. Real money. Yeah, that's real. And when real money's involved, people stop playing fair. The class.
Yes, please don't lick money. It doesn't. It's touched a lot of hands, and you don't know what those hands have touched. It was poo.
Class got divided into 3 groups of 5. One team decided to sell cool fancy pens. Another group made screen printed t-shirts. And our group made magnets. Our team was the best one. Not to brag, but I mean that. We had a fantastic production line. We had solid profit margins. We even had a role for everyone. There was the math guy to figure out.
Oh, by the way, if you guys are ever looking to like further any education, business, especially if you're doing like streaming and all that, taking a business class, very, very helpful to do. Just take, even like go do some research on business, because it will help you a lot in the meantime. Money is filthy, and studies have done that show about 90% of all currency in circulation has cocaine residue on it. Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, what? Okay, that is.
At least in the US, yes.
Okay.
The numbers. People to make the magnets.
You're also in the US right now, Rose. Enjoy.
Yeah, but I'm not touching money.
True.
We had distributors to sell the magnets. You want some magnets? And
Oh,
me,
no.
the artist. And I still have them. Ooh, look how cool they are.
Oh my god, they are.
Faded with time. Oh,
Those are actually pretty cool.
I do like them.
I mean, that one could use a little bit of a touch
All I'm trying to
up
say
of like
is
just
that
make. I was good, as I was saying, the one he stopped up at the end. Just give that one more of a darker outline or lighter or something
Alright,
to make it pop. It would look great.
Yeah. Just redo some of the line arts on it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I love that in the US made it so much more understandable for Rose. I mean, Canada probably is not much different. Canada's got a pretty big drug problem too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the US makes sense.
Faded with time. Oh, so nice. All I'm trying to say is that we put in the work. All of the money that we made was earned. After the whole class was done, we had made $150 total in profit, which was the
That's impressive. That's actually really impressive.
Good.
Yeah, damn.
most money.
I haven't made that much on any of my prints that I'm selling. By the way, you can do exclamation mark merch. Link in the description.
Get some cool merch with this flying fish on it.
Yeah, like stickers.
In the class. Better than the pens, better than the t-shirts. We were really proud of ourselves. So this business class was located in the wood shop directly across the hallway from a different shop class. Why is this important for me to bring up? Great question that I pretended you asked. That classroom had... Why is this important for me to bring... Wood shop directly across the hallway from a different shop class. Why is this important for me to bring up? Great question that I pretended you asked. That classroom had a bunch of equipment and stuff in it that allowed us to make the products for the business class. And somehow, I don't know how this happened, the teacher from that other shop class heard about the money that we had made. We were called into her classroom and she asked what we made for our business. Magnets? Did you use the equipment from this room? Yeah, our teacher said that we could use school equipment to make our business. Well, actually, there's a school fee for using school resources. And since you guys used school resources, you'll have to pay the fee. And then she charged us money. She wasn't even our teacher and she made us cough up an additional $50 of our hard-earned money just because of a made-up rule. I can make up rules too.
Oh my god.
I would have stopped right there and been like, I'm going to double check that with the principal if you don't mind. Bye.
Immediately go tell your teacher this.
Your teacher?
Don't listen to this one. Go to your teacher.
Yep. Yeah, that's that is malarkey. Scamming kids. Wow, yeah, Jesus.
Fine for being a jerk to me. You know how in art class you have to pay like $75 for the paint and the canvas or whatever? That was the excuse to take the money. The thing is, we did use tools from her shop room, but you know what tools that we used to make the magnets? A paper cutter. Squeak, squeak. Is that worth $50, do you think?
Nope.
You tell me.
No.
You couldn't do anything.
No, I used to...
Not at all.
When I used to make like cards or like prints and all that, and I needed to give them a little trim, the place I would go to had like a little paper trimmer, and I'd be like, hey, can I use the paper trimmer? And they're like, free. Done. Like, yay. No.
Yeah, even like when I was in art school, or not art school, in art class, they were like, yeah, just use the cutter. You're paying for the materials you're using, not the tools.
Yeah, just don't cut your fucking hand off, please.
Yeah.
About it because she was a teacher.
What's that?
I said that was the one thing that they would like also say.
Yeah, just like, here's how you use it safely, here's how you use it. Now, be safe.
And all we were just a bunch of lowly students with no power and a bunch of cool magnets. In the end, we walked away with about $20 per person. $20 isn't nothing. It's like a Chipotle. One Chipotle. I'm happy with the money that we earned.
Oh wait, what about the kids that did screen printing? Did they have the equipment to do that? Because if so, they would have had to have paid $50. And that's a lot more expensive than the freaking cutter.
Yeah, but they didn't make as much.
There's the problem. Maybe that $50 was so that they could actually, you know, pay for the whole class. Which, that's baloney. I would have definitely gone to that teacher and been like, hey, what hell?
But she totally lied and pocketed that money. You know, this gives me a great business idea. Step 1, become a teacher. Step 2. So yeah, that was
I thought he was about to say steal candy from a baby.
Great business idea. Step 1, become a teacher.
Yay.
Step 2.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
That kid looks so happy too.
It was back up just a tiny bit. That frame. Punch. Like, yay.
So yeah,
His lollipop disappears too.
I was not a good teacher. But what can you do? You can eat your feelings. Can I
Sure.
have some? No. Go get your own. The worst part is, despite the class...
I got mid. Quick, grab the slime money. What? No! No, I don't have a lot of that.
I'm still bad at business.
Oh no.
Before the next bad teacher story, I have good news. Very good news. The ice cream sandwich plush is back, and he's bigger than ever. This time around, he's bigger and fluffier, and he's even passed the bar exam. Battery is legally defined as when the victim is aware of the oncoming attacker. It sure is, buddy. It's an amazing pillow. It's an amazing snuggle buddy. It can even do this. Go to this website to pre-order now. Pre-orders will be up for a while, but once we move into production, they're gonna be closed. So if you want it, I'd go get it now. More details on production and shipping are on the website. Be sure to get yours today. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, wait. Forget the money. Grab that slime. Oh, no.
Me for sponsoring this video. You're welcome. This other time in junior high school, me and my friend Lance were sitting together at lunch. Well,
Lance? Is that the Lance of the white variety? Lance White, also the great musician who made this or this. Lance, launch him into space right now. Yep.
We were hanging out, we just were messing with each other, which is a thing friends do.
Yep.
That's normal. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
But
Friends
then
are
the
assholes.
teacher looked over and saw me holding Lance's Gatorade. From her perspective, she probably thought that I was being a real bully. And she decided it was a good idea to intervene. That's not a bad thing, by the way.
No, that's actually a great thing to do. Be like, hey, is everything okay here? And, you know, give the kids a chance to say, oh, no, we're just playing, we're just roughhousing, we're just playing around. It's all good. It's all good.
I have a feeling that this teacher's gonna go overboard, though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm about to. Feeling prediction here.
Got a hunch, considering the title of the video is "Worst Teachers I've Had."
Yeah, got a feeling he's about to get detention or something, or worse.
It's just the way that she went about it was, well, I have notes. But you are thirsty. But you want a quenching, delicious drink.
Why does she have a fork? Why does she have a fork?
You don't want this fork to go into your neck. You give that back to him right now. Yeah, okay. And then she walked away. I do not think that is proper conflict.
What the fuck?
I was so wrong. I would.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
She just threatened a student
Oh my god!
over friends bullying each other.
Oh, that fucked up. That fucked up.
Resolution? A lot of things go through my mind. Like, was she just messing around also? But people normally just mess with people that they know. Who are you? I've never talked to her before in my life. And first impressions matter, one would think. And if it were a joke, she would probably say, haha, just kidding. But she didn't. That's a weird way to deliver a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know why. Hello? Why? Plus there's some
The animation is peak. It's just perfect.
road. I don't know why. Hello? Why? There's some jokes that can't just be ended with just kidding and it makes everybody laugh. Sometimes a bit can go too far. Just kidding.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke. It's great. It's great. It's funny.
Yeah, like that's going to save the house that's on fire.
What do you call it when leaves?
But hello? That interaction was the worst. I hated that. All I wanted was to not ever interact with her again. Because, you know, pretty rough first impression. But then she called a meeting with me. I imagine she must have been nervous that I would go tell on her to another teacher. And then she would get in trouble. I go down to the main office to meet with
Which should have fucking happened.
her. She's in this big meeting room at a very large oval table with a lot of seats, and it's just her and just me. And she's like, hey, Andy, you know about lunch the other day where I told you to stop messing around? You know I was just kidding, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. This was clearly an intimidation tactic. But what was I gonna do? Sue her? All right, that's it. I'm suing. But
No, you don't. Your parents do.
legal services aren't cheap, so... You wanna buy a magnet? I'm not saying I'm the best at conflict resolution myself,
You want my magnet?
but I think a better opener in a situation like that is everything okay? Instead of threatening someone with a fork. But what do I know? I'm just a guy with 3 weird hair things. Chipotle? Plus, this is junior high school. What we were doing was tame compared to stuff.
Wait, I missed that bit.
Guy with 3 weird hair things. Chipotle? Plus, this is junior high school. What we were doing was tame compared to stuff the other students would do.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
A little
Dude,
poke to the head.
Compared to stuff the other students would do.
Snap. Got him.
Jeez.
If we're gonna violently punish students, let's tone it down from fork to maybe pool noodle would be more acceptable. You know how when you're young you look to fork to maybe pool noodle would be more acceptable. You know how
That was such a visceral sound. I love it. I need a pool noodle sound effect for tits.
Yes. Give me as well.
Repokes us in the head all the time. That's fine. Yeah.
When you're
yeah,
young, you look to adults like they know all that is right and wrong. And if you needed help or justice, you could go to them in a time of need. Teacher, Billy keeps hitting me and taking my pencil. And also he tripped me and he stole all of my stuff from my backpack. And also he sawed me in half.
Oh.
Well, way back in...
Sawed me in half.
That sound does something. Yes, it does. Pool noodles are the best. Yes. I'm just going to replace the bonk with pool noodle. Replace bonk with noodle. I think that's the play here. That's the play. I think that might be the play. Be the best play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. I'm doing that. When it's going to happen, who knows? But just keep an eye out for noodle.
If you do, there better be a reaction to that model. Like, you better see an indent in the head for like a few seconds to go back.
Oh, I wish I could. I can do that technically. Not with this model, but I can do that because you can.
Yeah, you're gonna have a new model.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
yeah. I'm gonna have to put like a dent toggle so that when certain things happen in tits, it makes a dent.
Yes.
All right. Back to it.
First grade, I had this friend named Cody. I thought he was pretty cool. He thought I was pretty cool. So he gave me one of his toys.
Free al dente.
Communication at that age is pretty primitive, but you get the gist of what's going on. It was one of those puff air toys where you push buttons to push air through the water.
Oh, I played those all the
rings
time.
On the stem.
I love
we're
playing those.
definitely going to regionals this year. Foolishly, I had brought it to school with me because I cherished it, God forbid, and I wanted to play it at school. I was playing with it in class once, though, and that's on me. I should have been focusing more on my education. That was coloring in the fire truck. So, my bad. The teacher noticed me playing it and was like, no, we are doing coloring now, and took it away from me. Fine, I did need to focus. I can't become the president of the United States if I don't cover the basics first. I'm going to make the wheels green. The problem was that she just wouldn't give it back. This was a long time ago, so I can't remember her reasoning, but I do remember that she just never gave it back to me. And because the toy was gone, it upset Cody and ultimately hurt our friendship. This betrayal from my teacher didn't compute with me. In my mind, I knew stealing bad, teacher's supposed to help, teacher took something of mine and made me worse off. None of that stuff mixed in my brain.
No.
This tastes like toilet water and ketchup. What's a little weird is that I remember that experience. I don't remember a lot of first grade, but I remember that toy and when a teacher took it away from me. When a teacher is good to you, you'll remember that forever. Unfortunately, when a teacher is bad to you, you'll also remember that forever. And you'll brood in your window.
You will actually remember those more than the good parts. For instance, I actually have a couple little stories I can interject into this. I'll wait until he's finished this little segment of the story, and then I'll interject mine. I got two.
At night, recounting their sins. Some people do that. I don't.
Wait,
brood
what?
in your window at night, recounting their sins. Bad to you, you'll also remember that forever. And you'll brood in your window at night, recounting their sins.
Ah, yes.
Some people do that. I don't do that. You okay, man? I could have gone to regionals. Anyway, recently I went to California.
Okay. Before we go on, I've got two. I'll give you one, and then I'll give you the other one after this. The first one, I had a teacher, right? I was in a relationship with a girl when I was in high school, right? And over break, we ended up breaking up, and she ended up going out with another guy. Well, she started actually talking shit about me to her current boyfriend behind my back. I don't know why. I don't know what possessed her to do this, but she was basically saying stuff like, "Hey, he's wanting to get back to me and do a whole bunch of like and all that, and is calling you weak and pathetic and blah 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 and all this crazy shit." And unfortunately, I was the nerdy kid. I was not very athletic. I was not strong. I was not, intimidating in any way, shape, or form. The other guy was. The other guy was literally all those things. Okay, he was literally considered one of the jocks. He was normally a good guy. Like, I actually really liked hanging out with the guy, but he's a meathead. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He was a meathead. So sitting down at lunch one day, he sits down right across me, just plops his ass down, looks at me and is like, "So my girlfriend's says you've been talking shit about me." I'm like, "Wait, what?" No. And then he wasn't listening to me whatsoever. He was just getting extremely heated and aggressive, and then just straight up said, okay, after school, I'm beating the shit out of you. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do in this situation. So I removed myself from that situation, and I started walking around to try to get away from him. He was kind of stalking me around the school and giving me a whole bunch of shit. Finally, I saw the vice principal. The vice principal, okay? I go up to the vice principal and I'm like, hey, I'm having some issues with another student, or I'm having an issue. Is there anything can you give me a hand? He's like, oh yeah, sure, what's up? And then I said, this guy is threatening me and saying he's wanting to beat the shit out of me. And as soon as I said that and said the name of the person, the dude was like, oh, sorry, I don't have time to deal with this, and walked away.
Oh my god.
Just walked away. When I talked to my friends later, he said they all said, oh yeah, it's because that guy's on the sports team, and the sports team is like the big winners for our school, so they'd probably give him a little bit of preferential treatment.
It's always the sports.
It's always that. It's always that.
Games.
Yeah, it's rough. It was so shit, and I'm just like, so I talked to my friends, and my friends gave me the suggestion of just like, if you actually had a problem with this guy, which we know you don't, wouldn't you just tell him? I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. So there was one point there where the guy came up to me and was giving me a bunch of shit, and I just looked at him like, look, dude, if I really had a problem with you, I would have just told you, or I would have just avoided you. I've never had a problem with you. You've always been a good guy to me. Why would I give you shit? And he's like, no, that's actually a good point. I'll believe you for now. God. Yeah. After then we went on summer break, came back to school, and the first thing he did when he saw me is he came up to me and was like, oh yeah, we broke up. You can have her back if you want. I'm like, fuck that.
So, okay. It sounds like the girl wanted you to be jealous.
Oh, guaranteed.
And like, she wanted to see you like be jealous and like try to get her back. But when you didn't, she was like, I need to get his attention somehow.
Yeah.
This is how I'll get my boyfriend to go beat him up.
Yeah, girl, exactly. Girl. What the fuck? Who and why are they licking California? Because it looks like Chipotle.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It kind of does look like a Chipotle burrito, doesn't it? Oh, and a hydrate. Okay, we'll do a quick hydrate. Anything can look like Chipotle if you try hard enough. Honestly, true. All right.
And while I was there, I hung out with Rushlight Invader, who I found has a bad teacher story, which I decided he should share.
All right, so one time I had a bad teacher and I hated her. And I had this one teacher who I look up to. He taught me how to paint. I love him. One day, my bad teacher was like, hey, let's go on a field trip. It will be out for 3 hours. We're going to the Andy Warhol Museum. It's going to be awesome. We go. But you know what happened?
What happened?
We came back to college. And the bad part was it was 3 hours after when we originally wanted to be there by.
So the field trip was making you miss the class for your favorite good teacher.
Yes. I was so angry the whole field trip. I'm like, this field trip's bleeding my other classes right now, and I am angry. Blah, blah, blah. Go back to school. And I storm into my class, my favorite class. This is like the main course, the main painting course, the main teacher. He is famous, okay? I only get to pay for an hour. Whatever, waste of a day.
That's annoying that she made the field trip run over so much. That's also wasting your tuition.
So he has the bright idea to do another field trip, Andy.
That's what? Is this allowed? Impromptu field trips that just go over other classes?
Yeah, that's why she's a bad teacher, Andy. It's not a good teacher video. It's the bad teacher video.
Inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate. Judge, send her out.
Send me out too. I need to use the bathroom.
Oh. So she wanted to go on another field trip. And I'm like, no. I tell her straight up, like, I'm good. I'll stay back. She's like, what? You're not going to join us? I promise we'll be on time this time. And I'm like, nah. I'll just go to my good teacher's class and just stay with him all day. I have so much time to kill. I will paint with him. I'm going to learn so much.
What is this bad teacher? What's her class? What is she teaching?
This teacher, she didn't know how to teach her class. She was the Photoshop teacher, and I was the only one that knew Photoshop. And
I've been there.
What do you mean a Photoshop teacher is?
So this is probably around the same time I was Photoshop was really starting to become prevalent in my school as well. don't forget, we're in our 30s at the moment. Like, digital art, it was kind of new when we were in school. So the teachers, they're adults. They've never used these programs before. They don't know what the fuck. Ow! Factory reset. What was going on?
You were talking about why the teacher was taking them on field trips, possibly, because I don't understand it.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's not like it's not like now. No, that was a deer. The teachers at this time didn't know how to use Photoshop usually, and a lot of the time the school will just be like, "You're teaching this class. Here's your notebooks on how to teach." I got mad. Here's your notebooks on how to teach the class. Okay, go do that. And they're like, So one of my teachers, she's normally like a gym teacher, okay? But they decided, you're going to be in charge of this class this year. And she's like, I don't. So she heard about me and the fact that I when Macromedia Flash came out, that was the original OG like animating program that a lot of people used. All those like fun animations you saw back in the early 2000s. Yeah, that shit was made in Macromedia Flash. I actually like clicked with that program. Like I was actually really enjoying that program. I made quite a lot of stuff with it. I was researching and doing all this stuff. She heard that I basically taught the art class when that program came out. So she actually came to me and was like, hey, well, not just to me, but to me and my teacher during that same period. And we're like, hey, can I borrow free for this period so he can help teach this class on how to use this program? And the teacher was like, I don't have a problem with that. It was a class that I basically had already taken. Like, I was already teaching the class at that point how to use the art programs and all that. And they looked at me and was like, do you want to do that? I'm like, yeah, I have no problem doing that if I'm still getting a credit and all that. And I'm like, yeah, no, sure, we'll do that. I'm like, okay. So I ended up doing that. To be fair, Free, your slimy body is peak physical condition. I trust you to teach PE. It's all ball practice, okay? It's all ball. We play ball here.
Dodgeball to the face.
Oh, fireworks was what turned into Flash later. Ah, there it is. Yeah, right. Fireworks 8 was the final version. Okay, I see. All right, back to the video.
I had to teach the class for her.
Oh no, that's bad.
She's terrible.
Wait, why is she taking you on field trips for Photoshop class?
She don't want to do her job.
That's really bad.
So
that's actually a good point. Why the fuck?
I even asked.
I didn't even think of that.
Why is a teacher taking kids out of class on field trips when it's Photoshop class?
Unless it was like to go check out art and like Photoshop, but like actual photography places and all that. But at the same time, like, you only need to do one of those, maybe for the entire semester, and you're good. Why multiple? She didn't want to do her job. You know what? He said it best.
Trips for Photoshop class.
She don't want to do her job.
That's
Exactly.
really bad.
So she goes on this other field trip, and I'm there painting all day with my other teacher. To be fair, she arrived back on time. She's like, hi, Rush. I didn't see you at the field trip, and look, we're back on time. You're here, but where's the students at? The other 3 students, they're late. She's like, what? Actually, I know where they are. Yeah, this girl's at a bar nearby. The one guy just went home to sleep. The other guy went to go dirt bike riding. And they're like, how do you know this? I'm part of their class. I told me their plans. They were like, yeah, after the field trip, we're gonna ditch class and do our own thing. Interesting.
Oh my god.
Bad teacher.
Oh,
Well,
no.
And then she left out of embarrassment.
Oh, so then the cat blew off the cat.
Yeah. You know the famous saying. The cat blew off the cat.
Yeah, that's the one everybody knows.
And dude, it was so funny watching her face realize she just lost.
Wow. More concerned with being right than anything. That is a bad teacher. Thank you.
That is a bad teacher, but also like he won that. You don't often get that situation. Aren't you not allowed to do impromptu field trips? Once again, different time. Don't they have to do schedule with the school and have permission slips with which are basically waivers that protect the school from liability? Yeah, different time. Also, I think this was probably a college course. Otherwise, you really wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah, I think it was college because he mentioned. Yeah, it's college because even in the images of.
Oh yeah. There was a picture of college.
College.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're an adult at that point, and it's really up to you.
Yep.
You, Rush, for sharing your story. Team 3, you can proceed with extraction. Everybody, let's thank Rush for his story. Thank you, Rush. Thank you. Next up, you can go to his channel where we talk about outside stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget.
Extraction time. You kidnap him.
I love that.